continue on past the tree line. Then eventually it brings you back down to meet the main track further on. But here's some nice step downs, look. So Osway Burns pretty much like this all the way up to Haugh Cottage now. This is pretty much what you see. A stream about this deep and wide, going all the way around, following all the way along. Right through this gate, you can see the wooden pens at the far side, look. So I'll be going up to them and just following through which gate opens to get through at the other side. Then I'm back on the main track that goes around to the right hand corner. And some beautiful places like deep pools further on. Bah! Bah! Right, shut this again. That's it. Make sure the bolt's in. Like I say, people always close your gates. Now that's where you step over this stream, because this is normally running when it's been raining. So you go up there, drop down, step over the little stream, you go up and through a single gate, and then just continue along the outside of these trees, and then eventually you get on the main path, which is over there. If you look, it's just over the wall. You can see the main track going off and round to the right. So you can see where the water's coming down here now, look. Well, I'm going to step over now. Once again, another place where a dog can get a drink. Oh, you bastard, what the hell did I trip over there? Oh, it's a bloody branch sticking up with the ground. Didn't see it, tripped over. Right, loads of little lambs here gambling along. So as you can see, I'm still following Osway Burn. So I followed it all the way from Lynn Briggs, where I parked the car on the opposite side of the river at that car park spot. Right, so when you come around the outside, you go up, drop down that S-bend, cross over that little stream, through the signal gate, and then just walk, follow the wire fence down on either side of these trees. Then you go through that pen. There's a bit of a lot of pen here. Just go through that, then just continue on. All these sheep will start moving across towards the wall out my way in a minute. As I get closer, the mummies will lead the little ones away. Right, so you can see the fence on the far side. That's where I'm going to be cutting through, and then just getting back onto the main path. So as you can see, that's where the quad bike tracks. Yeah, that's where the farmers used to go out of here and go up the hill and up and over to the top. But that's where I went up to the top of there, the very top, and I was taking pictures back down here over the top of those outbuildings that are blown down. Right, so this battery's still going So, like I say, I should get 2 hours out of it. Is that somebody walking along this way? Looks like it. Some sort of movement. Oh, it's them 2 farmers on their quad bikes. If they come across the field here, they might be saying, what are you doing walking through this property? Well, it certainly looks like they're going to open the gate and come in here. So I wonder if I'm going to get told off. All right. I should have asked them about the devastation back there. Ask them if it was Storm Dave that blew those outbuildings over and wrecked them. But you can still see the grass path that you would normally walk along. Look, it's just going up slightly up there, uphill on the right, and it just continues along, and then you go around that sweet right hand bend, and that's where you look down the side and those big deep pools of water. Beautiful, especially when the sun's shining down, bouncing off the surface of the water. So that's why the pathway goes up slightly, because it goes around that wooden fencing and the pens, takes around the back of them. And I must be going to corral the sheep. What if you get the dogs off and get the dogs to corral them? Looks like he's just going to gently move them with the sound of his quad bike. So as you can see, the gate's open at the far side, so you just got to get through this double wooden gate and it's open to continue on the track. But like I say, I think this is where they used to corral the sheep and do all the shearing when it come to that time of the year. There we go. Put the loop back on, keep the gate shut. Oh, Mammy and two little ones, look. Hello girls. Hello girls. You just had your little ones, have you? You just been born. They must lock them in, these little ones, the little ones, if they're getting attacked by the rest of them or something. That's what these must be for. Because I often used to wonder why you see these little square lock-up pins separate to the others. That's looking back to the two farmers. I love this area. This is a fantastic walk. Beautiful. But now that I'm getting older and I can't walk as far as I used to, and my calf muscles used to go mental until I started taking the tablets to put back in my body, magnesium. So I couldn't walk 100 yards without my calf muscles like putting and gone mad. But now I can walk, but I can't walk very, very fast. And when I start getting my legs start to ache, that's probably when I've got to sit down and take a rest so I can make the journey. Right, so this goes around a sweeping right hand bend, and you can go down and keep an eye on the water because it gets really deep in places around the corner here where it's cascaded down into the big pools that it's made. I'm just at the very far side of the fencing. Right, let's get around this right hand bend here. So if you look back, you can see where you walk round the back of those trees, down that S-bend, through the single gate, and then you follow the wall right way along here, and you can see where the pathway goes round the top of these pens here, and it just brings you back onto the main track I'm on now. So that's how you'd have to walk around the wall at the front gate there where it says private. That's what you had to do, go to the right hand side and follow the wall right along, and that's how you got to this far side here. But with it not being a working farm now, and it's just like people come to stay there now and again, I'll just cut through. I mean, you can hardly hear the water running at the minute because obviously we haven't had rain, but after heavy rains, this Osway burn gets really high and wide and fast running, so you can hear it even though you're nowhere near it, but it's very quiet at the moment. But I'm glad I come out. Like I just decided at the last minute, I thought, stuff it, I'm going out tomorrow. I didn't even look at the weather. I thought, stuff it, I'm going out, because I miss these kind of walks, especially when I haven't got Bay on me right hand pulling us along, getting us annoyed. I'm thoroughly enjoying the walk at the minute because I'm not hyper and bloody angry and fatigued. I'm just walking dead gentle and just enjoying being out in the countryside. Peaceful, quiet, fresh air, no hassle. Right. Won't be able to see the back end of the farm now because obviously I'm coming around the corner. Right. Yeah, so when you do come that way and follow the fence line along, there's a track goes off to your right, and it goes up and then round to the left past that shack. And I went right the way to the top there where the highest point is, and I was pointing my camera back down and taking photographs back down at the valley across the top of the farmhouse. Beautiful, very colourful, because it was a lovely sunny day, so it was getting really bright colourful pictures as well to put it on my YouTube channel to enhance my video. So what I'm going to do is go along the farm haugh cottage, walk around it, go forward, cross over the wooden footbridge, pedestrian bridge, then go into the area where people used to camp a lot. It's like a small tree section to the right hand side of the well, if you're looking at the front, it's the left hand side of the house, haugh cottage. And that's where loads and loads of people used to set up while camping. It was a perfect place right next to the river, so you had your water source, you had cover from the trees, quiet, away from the madding crowd, nobody would bother you. Right, so this is the ravine where the water's cut through, and you get these deep pools every now and again. This is one of them where it gets really deep just down there, look. So them two guys have just been coming along here on their quad bikes. Right, so that's where it's dropping down and dropping down into that really deep pool. Now because Bear's not frightened of water, he'll probably go down there and lob yourself in and just swim backwards and forwards up and down there. Loves to be in the water now. So I think when I first brought him out, it's like coming out of puppy stage, but he's 18 months to a year. Go anywhere near water, oh no, just support in or walk through the very shallow and come straight away. But now you bugger, can I keep out of the water? It's got no fear of water at all now. Right, so here's another deep area. There's quite a few of them as you go around there. Right, so we get around this corner and you go right across the field and you come across a single gate, and then you've got like a round homestead. Again, another one. Right, so I could get Bear to go down there and say, right, go and get a drink, son. He'd go down, put his front paws in and probably launch himself and gone for a swim. I mean, so far, like, I haven't been up here for years. Nothing's changed, it's all the same. Everything's still here that I've seen before. So there's your round homestead I was telling you about. Well, as you can see where the quad bike tracks are going around here, so you can keep an eye on the water down there. That's if you want to. Just keep looking down there for the deep pools. And there's different places you can get down by the water's edge as well. There was one time I was coming along here and the wind was so strong it blew me bloody cap off and went all the way down the bottom. So I had to go back down to the water's edge and go and get my cap back. I've got some fond memories of coming around here. Once again, even though I was going through fields and fields of sheep, I never ever had to put corn on his leader. I could just leave him off the leader all day and not worry. He would just do as he's told and leave. Didn't even bother with the sheep. Never looked at them. It's great. And that was just because time and time again I used to say, leave them, and give them a tug and pull them away. So eventually he got it in his head that no, I'm not meant to go anywhere near them or not bother them. So he didn't even go towards them, didn't look towards them, now. Look, once again, green streaks of algae, loads of it. Everywhere you look, our streams are just getting totally poisoned by the chemtrails out the plains, dropping chemicals on all the time. But I'm glad it's dry and I haven't got to wear a thin jacket or something. I've just got my sweatshirt on and my cap, obviously, because I've got my camera on its clip on the peak. I'm just following the track that takes me around the outside here so I can keep an eye on the water, see if I can see any wildlife. It would be nice to walk along here and see a kingfisher or maybe an otter. I have to be very lucky. Right, so I'm still following the path around. As you can see, it's a bit of a bumpy around here, and then you've got a bit of a cliff, and then if you look down you've got some nice big deep pools again. The water, when you look at the water, it doesn't look as inviting and nice as it used to, because you've got all this green algae which is like, looks like it's choking the water. It's horrible. You see a rabbit dropping, so obviously there's loads of rabbits coming running along here as well. Right, so just further around I'll see the round homestead further on, where you go through the single gate. More tea vicar. Throwing some salt and vinegar on that. Right, so there it is, there's your round homestead. So I'm going to go along, you can see the track going along. You step over a little bit of a stream going through the field, through the single gate, go up and round past that round homestead, then just continue on, and then you start going up a bit of a sheep's trail that takes you up a little bit higher away from the water, and you go right across the top and then drop down on the far side. Just enjoying the sound of the water going over the rocks at the minute. So look at all the green algae gathering there, look. Horrible.